1988 was the year hard rock and heavy metal stopped asking for permission. The charts were being overtaken by distortion, attitude, and raw power, producing songs that still echo through arenas decades later. From thrash metal's most ambitious statements to hard rock's most enduring anthems, this was a year that permanently redefined what rock music could be. These are 15 rock songs from 1988 we will never forget. Number 15, South of Heaven by Slayer. Thrash metal's most uncompromising band did something no one expected in the summer of 1988. They slowed down. Released on July 5th, South of Heaven opened their fourth studio album with a deliberately sludgy, doom-laden tempo that felt almost threatening in its restraint. The riff crawled where Rain and Blood had sprinted, and that choice divided fans immediately. The album debuted at number 57 on the Billboard 200, remarkable for a band with essentially zero commercial radio support. South of Heaven influenced the slower, groove-oriented doom thrash hybrid that bands like Pantera and Sepultura would later perfect, proving that aggression did not require speed. 4 decades later, it still sounds like a warning. Number 14, In My Darkest Hour by Megadeth. Few songs in metal history carry as much raw emotional weight as this one. Dave Mustaine has stated in multiple interviews that he wrote the track in 1986, channeling grief following the death of Metallica bassist Cliff Burton, killed in a tour bus accident in Sweden on September 27, 1986. The result shifts from mournful, clean guitar passages into ferocious, full-throttle thrash, reflecting Mustaine's complicated mix of loss and rage. It appeared on the January 1988 album So Far, So Good, So What, which debuted at number 28 on the Billboard 200. In My Darkest Hour became a fan centerpiece that outlasted the record's mixed critical reception and influenced emotionally complex thrash compositions from Testament to Trivium. Some songs are born from pain that simply cannot be manufactured. Number 13, One by Metallica. I can't remember anything until if this is true or dream. Released in late 1988 from And Justice for All, this track is one of the most structurally ambitious songs ever to receive mainstream rock radio airplay. Hold my breath as I wish would tell. Oh, please, God, wait. The first 4 minutes build on clean, hymn-like guitar work inspired by Dalton Trumbo's anti-war novel Johnny Got His Gun. Then, the song detonates. The shift into the machine gun double bass drum sequence remains one of the most recognizable moments in metal history. The music video, the first Metallica ever officially released, helped push And Justice for All to number 6 on the Billboard 200. One also earned Metallica their first Grammy nomination, though the award famously went to Jethro Tull, a decision that outraged the metal community worldwide. Its influence on Tool, Queensryche, and Dream Theater remains undeniable. Number 12, Indians by Anthrax. At a time when thrash bands were largely focused on personal aggression or fantasy themes, Anthrax stepped outside the genre's comfort zone entirely. Released on State of Euphoria, which debuted at number 30 on the Billboard 200 in October 1988, Indians offered a direct commentary on the treatment of Native American peoples with a moral clarity that surprised critics. Scott Ian's rhythm guitar work is relentless, Joey Belladonna's vocal performance is genuinely anthemic, and Charlie Benante's drumming is a clinic in controlled ferocity. Indians demonstrated Anthrax's range without softening their sonic attack, helping cement their place among thrash's big four alongside Metallica, Megadeth, and Slayer. Number 11, Mother by Danzig. In August 1988, former Misfits frontman Glenn Danzig walked into the mainstream with something nobody had quite heard before. His self-titled debut, produced by Rick Rubin, introduced Mother as a slow-burning, blues-drenched heavy rock anthem built around one of the decade's most recognizable riffs. The original 1988 studio recording did not chart initially. Its mainstream breakthrough came in 1993, when MTV rotated a live version that peaked at number 43 on the Billboard Hot 100. But the 1988 original remains definitive, establishing Danzig as a genuine creative force rather than a Misfits nostalgia act. Rick Rubin called the debut one of the purest rock records he had ever produced. Mother's influence stretches directly from Rob Zombie to Typo Negative. Number 10, Moonchild by Iron Maiden. Opening with nearly 2 minutes of acoustic guitar, clean vocals, and spoken word passages, this track announces itself as something entirely different before unleashing the full force of the seventh son of a Seventh Son lineup. Released in March 1988 as the album's lead single, Moonchild featured Dave Murray and Adrian Smith trading melodic leads throughout, while Steve Harris anchored everything with his signature galloping bass. Seventh Son of a Seventh Son became Iron Maiden's third consecutive #1 album in the United Kingdom, a remarkable achievement for a band playing uncompromising, progressive-leaning heavy metal. Bands like Symphony X and Blind Guardian have consistently cited the Seventh Son era as foundational creative reference. Number 9, Revolution Calling by Queensryche. On May 3, 1988, Queensryche released Operation Mindcrime, a concept album set in a dystopian society built on corruption and political betrayal. Revolution Calling served as its most propulsive, riff-driven moment, functioning as the narrative entry point into protagonist Nicky's radicalization. Jeff Tate conveyed ideological fury through precision rather than volume, and Chris DeGarmo's guitar work balanced muscle and melody throughout. The album reached number 50 on the Billboard 200 and was certified platinum by the RIAA in 1991, growing steadily through college radio and word of mouth. Operation Mindcrime is now widely considered one of the greatest concept albums in rock and metal history, mentioned alongside The Wall in serious critical assessments of the form. Number 8, Miracle Man by Ozzy Osbourne. After parting ways with guitarist Jake E. Lee, Ozzy Osbourne found a teenager from New Jersey named Zachary Wilde, soon known to the world as Zakk Wylde. The lead single from the October 1988 album, No Rest for the Wicked, targeted televangelist Jimmy Swaggart, who had been condemning rock music as satanic while being caught in a prostitution scandal earlier that same year. The song was blistering, funny, and righteous all at once. No Rest for the Wicked debuted at number 13 on the Billboard 200, Ozzy's highest-charting album in years, while Miracle Man introduced Zakk Wylde's pinch harmonic-laden guitar style to a global audience and launched one of hard rock's most enduring creative partnerships. Number 7. Ram It Down by Judas Priest. While many contemporaries chased synthesizer-driven production trends in 1988, Judas Priest answered with a title track that served as a manifesto of traditional heavy metal values. Released in May 1988, Ram It Down delivered a twin guitar assault from K.K. Downing and Glenn Tipton, Rob Halford screaming at the top of his register, and Dave Holland delivering one of the most punishing drum performances in the band's entire catalog. There is not a single moment of compromise anywhere in its runtime. The track reminded a generation of younger thrash bands where the genre's foundation had been built and directly influenced the power metal movement that exploded across Europe throughout the early 1990s. Number 6. Cult of Personality by Living Colour. Certified platinum by the RIAA. Grammy winner for Best Hard Rock Performance in 1990. Number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100. None of those figures fully capture what Living Colour achieved with this track. Vernon Reid's opening guitar riff is one of the most instantly recognizable moments in 1980s rock, and Corey Glover's vocal performance builds from conversational to ferocious across 4 electrifying minutes. Mick Jagger championed the band after seeing them perform in New York, helping them secure their deal with Epic Records. Cult of Personality influenced Rage Against the Machine, Fishbone, and Body Count, all of whom cited Living Colour as proof that rock's creative boundaries were far wider than the industry had ever admitted. Number 5. Back to the Wall by Lita Ford. Lita Ford had survived the dissolution of the Runaways and years of industry skepticism about whether a woman could front a genuine hard rock act without compromise. Back to the Wall from the 1988 album Lita answered every doubt in under 4 minutes.
You guys know what time it is? It's time to bring it down really quiet.
Aggressive, unadorned, and driven entirely by Ford's guitar work, the track was produced by Mike Chapman with a sharp, punchy sound that matched her no-compromise attitude. The Lita album reached number 29 on the Billboard 200 and went platinum in the United States. Her influence on female-fronted rock is immeasurable, with artists including Lizzie Hale of Hailstorm and Nita Strauss openly acknowledging Ford as a foundational figure in their careers.
I know you can do that.
Number 4. Gypsy Road by Cinderella. Released in July 1988 as the lead single from Long Cold Winter, Gypsy Road pushed Cinderella's blues rock influences further forward than anything they had previously recorded. Tom Keifer's ragged, whiskey-soaked vocal delivery gave the song a lived-in authenticity that was increasingly rare in an era of polished, processed rock production. Long Cold Winter reached number 10 on the Billboard 200 and went triple platinum in the United States. Producer Andy Johns, who had worked with Led Zeppelin and the Rolling Stones, brought a classic rock sensibility to the record that separated it from nearly every other hard rock album released that year, and influenced a younger generation of blues rock revivalists from the Black Crowes forward. Number 3. 17 by Winger. Released in August 1988, 17 reached number 26 on the Billboard Hot 100 and earned heavy MTV rotation immediately. What separated Winger from most of their genre contemporaries was genuine technical pedigree. Kip Winger had toured with Alice Cooper, and guitarist Reb Beach brought a level of fluency that placed him well above the field. Despite years of cultural mockery fueled by Beavis and Butthead, serious rock musicians consistently defended Winger's musicianship. Kirk Hammett of Metallica famously wore a Winger shirt in the early 1990s, and Dave Mustaine listed Beach among the most technically proficient guitarists in the genre. The debut eventually went platinum and reached number 21 on the Billboard 200. Number 2. Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses. Released as a single in late 1987, this track's commercial dominance played out almost entirely across 1988, the year Appetite for Destruction became a true cultural phenomenon. It peaked at number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100 in January 1988. The album spent 147 weeks on the Billboard 200, reached number 1 in August 1988, and eventually sold over 30 million copies worldwide, becoming the best-selling debut album in American history. Producer Mike Klink preserved the band's raw, street-level energy on tape, and Axl Rose's vocal performance, shifting from hushed, predatory opening to full-throated screaming within 30 seconds, set a dynamic standard few rock vocalists of the era could approach. Bands from Alice in Chains to Stone Temple Pilots have pointed to Appetite as the record that made them pick up a guitar. Number 1. Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard. Released in April 1988 from Hysteria, this track reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and spent multiple weeks at number 1 on the mainstream rock tracks chart. Producer Mutt Lange shaped it into a layered, anthem-driven hard rock statement built around a call-and-response vocal structure and one of the most memorable guitar hooks of the decade. What makes the story genuinely remarkable is that drummer Rick Allen performed the entire track using a custom electronic drum kit he had learned to play with a single arm, after losing his left arm in a car accident on December 31, 1984. The band refused to replace him, and Allen refused to quit. Hysteria eventually sold over 25 million copies worldwide. Pour Some Sugar on Me became the defining stadium sing-along of its era, and 4 decades later, it still sounds exactly like a celebration.